action. The two of them rolled around. Kfir shot. Mishan shot. Kfir spins behind. Mishan Rosenzweig comes up, rolling around. Then they go out of bounds. Nuts. Crazy scrambling from both these guys.
And we're back live with a video on Amichai. What I love seeing about these guys is they're both not afraid to attack each other in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. A lot of these guys feel confident from the sheet. Mishan taking fakes, finally shoots in on that leg, cross-face Kfir. Mishan finishes powerfully, 3-2 now. He comes back to take the lead, and let's see what he can do on top of the period is going to end here.
Yeah, great period so far. Great takedowns by both sides. Rosenzweig has a choice now. Going in, he's going to take down. I want to give a quick shout out to Adinlis from Boston, a big Maimonides fan. I want to remind all our viewers to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/MaxLive. If your friends aren't tuning in, tell them to tune in and send us your messages on Facebook, and we'll make sure to give you a shout out on air.
Kfir now is on top. Mishan was able to get away last time. He's trying to fight that grip, get his hips away. Kfir lets him go. So here we are, 4-2. Mishan looking confident in the driver's seat here. See what can happen. Kfir can open this match up, get in on those legs. We know he's gotten very close, and he's so far.
What I'm seeing right now is not only is all of the RTMA fans cheering for Mishan, but so are all the TABC fans because they need.
Kfir passes that elbow and gets in on a double leg.
He climbed the back. He can get back points.
He could have gotten in trouble there. Wow! He could have gotten in trouble. He held on too long. Now Kfir has him in trouble on his back.
Scramble.
Mishan rolls through, showing his power and strength in this weight class. Now it's got Kfir in trouble. Kfir able to bottom out, belly out to his stomach. The ref putting up the points that are awarded for that crazy scramble. Back points going in both directions. And it looks like the score is 9-6 in favor of JEC's Mishan Rosenzweig.
Wild, wild match so far. Interesting this year in the finals. We're seeing a lot of high-scoring matches, Amichai. I'm more accustomed to a 6-3 battle, but we're saying, that Frank one was what, 16-11. This one is already 9-6 in only the second period it should be. So exciting stuff so far. As I was saying before, you're seeing all the TABC fans cheer for RTMA also because it's neck and neck with SIR.
Absolutely.
They need that every time SIR is wrestling, SIR not to win.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter who you are. You could be Ida Crown, RTMA, even Frisch. If you're wrestling SIR, they're going to be rooting for you.
Mishan showing he's a very powerful wrestler. I think he almost got in trouble in that last exchange because he likes to hold on a little bit when he's getting taken down, not belling out to his stomach right away, which could be a double-edged sword. Could work for you or against you. And Kfir showing a lot of heart in this match. He's right there. He's right there in this match. He's gotten on the legs again and again. He can wrestle from standing with Mishan. And so this is still anybody's match.
Absolutely. I like the musical background choice of the sound system here. It's very appropriate for wrestling. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. You just got to keep on fighting. That's what our wonderful sport is all about. And a 9-6 match.
So here we go. A minute 10 left in the second period. Mishan Rosenzweig on top, 3-point lead, looking for a cradle. He's tough on top. Kfir gets his hips away and he gets out. Now we got a match on our hands. 2-point match, 9-7, 1 minute left in this period.
Yeah, and it'd be great for Feinberg to get the takedown, tie up the match that we'd have at neck and neck going into the third.
And Kfir can definitely do it. Let's see if he's got the gas tank. I know that in this tournament, Mishan has consistently proved to be a great third period wrestler. Great shot by Kfir from the outside, gets in on a double leg. Single to a double. Mishan holding on, he's got a belly out if he wants to stay out of trouble. Takedown Kfir, 9-9. Mishan, let's see if he can get away with 25 seconds left, and he does, 10-9. Here we go. Mishan has not yet had success on his feet.
Kfir's had a lot, so let's see if he can get one more takedown and retake the lead going in to the third period with 10 seconds left.
Mishan taps ahead, shoots on the far leg. He's looking to dump him over, hops over that second leg. He's in position to score. He's the only problem. He's got short time.
Kfir's holding on to that arm.
Oh!
Great job by Kfir defending that. Great knowledge of where he is in the mat, how he can't go up another 2-point takedown. So the score is 10-9 going into the third. SAR is a choice. and they're choosing bottom. So if Kfir's able to get it, which he's able to do very well, we'll be able to tie up the match, and we'll have it at 10-10.
Another high-scoring, close match in the finals. This is why Championship Monday is so much fun. One of the moves that we see Mishan do that you don't see very often in this tournament is called the Merkel roll. He's hit that a few times this tournament and in previous years as well. Let's see if he goes for it. Mishan able to flatten out Feinberg. Feinberg working up to his base, looking to get his stand-up going. Mishan controlling the wrist. He's got a handle on him so far. Oh, roll by Feinberg underneath. He's going to reverse Mishan straight to his back. Mishan recovers to his stomach, so it's only a 2-point reversal, no back points.
Only 2
but
points.
That's going to put SAR's Feinberg in the driver's seat with a minute 20 seconds.
No, he gave him 2 back points as well, so he has a 4-point move, and now he's up 13-10.
Wow, those fast back points.
Rosenzweig with the escape, again a 2-point match. If
anybody's match.
Anybody, exactly. If Rosenzweig gets a 2-point takedown,
Mishan's got to make these shots happen. He's got to start finishing them. Feinberg's been able to do it. Mishan's been struggling. He's in on that far leg. Feinberg's got a strong crossface looking cradle. He's in control. He's in this position so far. Wow, Mishan's in a lot of trouble.
Another takedown.
To his back. Mishan's been able to roll out of that position in the past. Let's see if he does it again.
Feinberg is up 4, and he's getting more.
Sinking back his hips. Is the ref going to give? Yes, he gives 2 back points.
So now he's up 6. He just got to be smart. Keep Rosenzweig down. Don't let him get any throws, any rolls of any sort, because you're up by a lot.
Yeah,
so the only way you can lose this match is to get put on your back.
Big move.
20 seconds left.
You'd probably like the ref to stop the match here for his headgear.
SAR coach is going over to Kfir, tell him, look, be smart. You're up 6. Just keep him down.
Really phenomenal match.
I would like to give a quick shout out to Zeke Zwelling, listening in Chicago. His brother Jacob will be coming up shortly in the finals of the 195 match.
Coach of JEC telling Mishan he needs a pin here. He gets his fast escape. He's low on time. Feinberg wants to wrestle smart and patient. He's got stalls to give up if he wants. He's got no pressure to really wrestle these last 10 seconds.
A caution for stalling, but even if he gets called here, it's only 1 point, but still the coach is telling him to circle around, circle around.
Just circle. He's only got to survive 7 more seconds. Mishan's pressing hard. He's got to look for the throw.
1 second left.
Not enough. Not enough.
Tough win there. Another high-scoring 17-12 match. Kfir's able to take it out. Tough loss for Rosenzweig. Made to the finals twice, not able to pull it either time. But great story there for Kfir. Able to pull it off, only his second year wrestling. And that ends a string of around 5 or 6 straight SAR wrestlers.
Yeah, really great career for Mishan Rosenzweig. I've enjoyed watching him in this tournament year after year.
Yeah.
And a really strong performance in the finals this year, even though he wasn't able to pull out the victory.
Absolutely. We're now going to go to the 126 championship trophy, championship award where Joey Frank won. I've been chastised for giving Cleveland the nickname of Mistake on the Lake, so I want to apologize for all the Northeast Ohio listeners out there who I might have offended. An outstanding career for Joey Frank. A great job by everyone. We're still waiting for the second place. John Wiener showing up right now. But we're already going to the first place match between Kessler and Horowitz. So we're going to cut right to that because we got one of the best matches of the tournament happening right now.
This is the match I've been excited to see all weekend. I cannot say enough about these 2 wrestlers and about this match. Kobe Kessler is a returning, outstanding wrestler. Has always been electric and exciting to watch. A future Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. He's currently Hall of Famer. He's won the last 2 matches in the finals. He's a senior, 2-time champion, most outstanding wrestler. But Horowitz came 3rd last year, a rising junior, and a really looking like someone who can maybe, if anyone can beat Kessler, it'd be him.
It's him. Oh, nice snatch single by Kobe Kessler looking to finish. Oh, and Horowitz is going to show some funk here. That's what he's known for. I've wrestled with Horowitz in the MTA wrestling room, and I know how strong and dedicated he is. And unlike any other wrestler in this tournament, Horowitz has funk, which means he will dive underneath on those legs. He will reach to pass the leg when he's in danger, and he's an expert of getting out of sticky situations. And see if Kobe Kessler can neutralize some of the funk by Anatoly Horowitz is what he's known for. Kobe Kessler so far showing a lot of strength, a lot of power, working that 2-on-1, working those arm drags, which is something Kobe Kessler is beautiful at.
Yeah, and I think we saw there a lot of wrestling on the edge of the mat, and I have a feeling that's where a lot of the point scoring is going to be with wrestlers this good. They try to pull off moves right on the edge there and see if they can get some quick points before going out of bounds.
Unbelievable that we are 0-0 after all that action. Attack by Naftali from outside. That could be a bad, dangerous shot for him. Not enough on it. Kobe Kessler lets him go. Back to their feet.
Yeah, and interesting, when I talked to the coach at Kushner, he said that he wanted Kessler not just to wrestle, to hold on, but he wants him to go all in and try to win the match. Because you saw in the semifinals, he was a little bit tentative on some of his moves, but he was able to really be aggressive. His coach said no one can beat him. He's already won the finals twice, already a most outstanding wrestler. If he asserts himself, even against a great wrestler like Horowitz, there's a good chance that he should win, according to his coach.
Naftali's shots have been from a little bit too far. Haven't been able to get in deep enough quite yet. But has been able to stay out of danger. Kobe Kessler pressing forward, showing lots of motion. I love the motion that we're seeing from both these guys. And Kobe Kessler, great positional wrestling. I really think that some of the highest level of wrestling in this tournament overall is right here in this match.
I mean, I have to say, it's our third in a row doing this, and it's been my 8th tournament I've been to total. The level of wrestling at Wittenberg gets better every year, and this might be the best I've ever seen. You're seeing so much parity, so many quality wrestlers. It's not just the top two, it's top to bottom now, and especially in these middleweights, it's unreal to see these guys go and how good they are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If Horowitz got to get away here. Kobe Kessler is a great rider, but cuts Naftali loose, cuts Horowitz loose. So we got a match on our hands from our standing, which I think is where both these wrestlers would prefer to be. And I'll tell you, I spoke to these guys over the Shabbaton this weekend, and I spoke to them about this finals match because I was excited to see it. And both these guys are confident that they can win, are excited, and they both respect their opponents and what both their opponents have accomplished. And so this is really as good as it gets in our sport.
Yeah, and Horowitz is only a junior, but you're seeing how much stronger he is, how much more technical he is, and the fact he's got a 1-0 lead.
Shot by Naftali from outside. Beautiful shot, double leg, runs through Kobe Kessler. I have not seen that. I don't think ever.
And immediately
such
to
a
a
solid
leg.
shot.
And Kessler's just trying to get out of bounds.
Oh man, Naftali's gonna ride him. He goes straight to the boot, throws in the boot and the armbar, and this is a match. And this is a match.
It says, and Kessler might be wondering what just hit him. Obviously, he got the escape. He let Horowitz up, and then Horowitz got that deep takedown, a great shot, and then a great deep leg in there. And Kessler's just trying to get out of bounds to regain his composure. So Horowitz has got a 3-0 lead here halfway through the second. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, blast double. Kobe able to get up to his feet.
More legs.
Horowitz trying to throw in that boot. He likes to ride legs. Kessler's smart. He knows to stay out of that. He knows to keep his hips away and prevent that leg from getting in. Doing a good job on bottom because Kobe Kessler preventing Naftali from throwing in those boots. But we're seeing a spiral ride here by Horowitz, able to break Kessler down.
I'm impressed by Horowitz's strength there. He
really wants that boot in. He gets it. He's looking. Guillotine. And this is it. This is beautiful technical wrestling, both these guys. Kobe Kessler knows exactly what's going on. Naftali Horowitz throws in the boot, looks for the guillotine, which is a strong pin, and Kessler stands up. When Kessler on bottom stands up, the ref calls potentially dangerous, and they restart. This is textbook high-level wrestling. You see this on the high-level high school wrestling all around the country and in college, and this is as good as it gets.
Yeah. And again, let's remind our viewers at home, Horowitz is a 3-0 lead against the defending most outstanding wrestler and 2-time champion Kobe Kessler.
Roll through tilt attempt. Oh, Horowitz has that bar. He is surprising me with his skills on top. He is just super impressive. No swipes yet, but now the ref's going to give it to him, and he's going to rack up back points.
Got 2.
Unbelievable finish.
2 back points. That's a 5-0 lead.
Unbelievable finish.
Coach cheering him on, up 5-0, and going into the third. Kessler's going to take neutral. He's down by 5. He's in a tough spot here. He might have won most outstanding last year, but this is his toughest test yet. What can he do down 5?
All right, we got some injury time. Wow, I cannot say enough about this match, how excited I am. I am like literally shaking from excitement at this
you're right
match.
next to me. I can feel it.
I am super impressed. I've always been impressed by both these guys. Like I said, I hope to have the opportunity to do some wrestling with Kobe Kessler if he stops by the MTA wrestling room or the YU wrestling room. She said he might do at some point.
Yeah.
And this is just it. This is it. This is the pinnacle of our sport right here.
This is where champions go to meet up. A quick shout out to Mick Biafalo and also all the RTMA wrestlers watching in Israel and around the country.
Kobe Kessler wants it. You see those fast hands. He's not messing around. You know he's got to get to work in the third period here.
Do you think he's going to go for a throw?
No, I don't think so. My guess is that Kobe Kessler, as a technician that he is, the master from standing, from the neutral position that he is going to look for fundamental, strong wrestling. But Naftali is playing ball here. He's got that 2-on-1, neutralizing Kobe Kessler's attacks. He got Kobe Kessler backing up. Underhooked by Kobe Kessler. Let's see what he can do with a minute 30 left. And just anyone who's a fan of the sport knows that a minute 30 is a world of time in a wrestling match. Snatch single again, Kobe Kessler to go out of bounds.
And again, smart use of the edge of the mat by Horowitz. You've seen that since the beginning of the match. Really, this is outstanding wrestling from
Outstanding wrestling. Anything can happen here. The minute 23 seconds. Kobe Kessler loves that 2-on-1. Naftali is just giving him a hard time, frustrating him by keeping good position.
And I'm so impressed with the minute 14 left in the match, the confidence of Horowitz going against the defending champion.
Yeah, Kobe Kessler has been able to get to that leg. But Naftali, like you said, has been using the edge of the match mat wisely, and just keeps great position. He's strong in those ties. He's aggressive. Let's see what happens as they get more tired in the last minute here.
Yeah, and Kessler's only got less than 50 seconds left. He's got to be very aggressive. He's down 5. He's got to try to pull something, anything, because he is down 5 and needs something big.
Snatch single by Kobe Kessler. He gets again. He's got to keep him in bounds if he wants these points. He's close to it. Getting underneath. He's got to keep him in. He's got to keep him in. Naftali Horowitz showing a little bit of fatigue here. Whoa! Unbelievable move by Naftali Horowitz. Points at his coaches. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Oh my goodness.
What?
Cross-body ride. Working on that far arm. Naftali Horowitz has proven that he is the real deal. Oh my God.
10 seconds left. He's about to the upset of the day, I would say.
This is the upset of the tournament. Let me tell you, I am so impressed by the way Naftali Horowitz has performed this match. He's happy for that. Wow. Lots of beautiful, always great sportsmanship in this tournament. Kobe Kessler's frustrated, obviously, but just
he has a lot to be proud of. Still a Hall of Famer.
These guys,
but just incredible. Horowitz's confidence there, overcome with emotion a little bit. When he got that, looked like Kessler was going to have that single on for sure to roll out of that, even pointing at his coaches right as he took it.
Michael Amuev slaps him 5 as he walks out now. It's his chance.
Yeah, and one of the things I want to talk about is actually MTA's resurgence. They're in 3rd place. Look like there's a big gap between them, between the 4th place team and the 2nd place team. And they have 4 guys in the finals, and they're really doing really well this year. So I'm very impressed with how they've able to. The program got a little weaker over the years, but now they've really come back, and with big guys in the finals like Amarov and Horowitz, and also we're going to see later on the Kurlansik brothers. They're again a force to be reckoned with, and the original winners of the Wittenberg tournament, MTA. They're coming back, and the program's had a bit of a resurgence.
Absolutely. So Michael Amuev, I've had the privilege and the honor of wrestling in that MTA wrestling room for many years. Michael Amuev's the guy that I've got to work with over the years. Super dedicated, super strong wrestler, and he's going now against Mike Kachin. RTMA.
We right now have the ceremony for the 132 weight class, where Kfir Feinberg had a very exciting victory, and again against a different RTMA wrestler. But now we have, like you said, Amuev against Kachin, which should be an exciting match at 145. We're making our way through the weight classes. A quick, Gabriel Brains gave us a shout out on Facebook for rooting for SAR. I want to remind all our viewers at home to like us on facebook.com/MaxLive. Send us your messages, your thoughts, and we will be more than happy to give you a shout on air. At the same time, I'm also going to give a shout out to my brother, Noam Feifel, listening in Israel with his Ida Crown teammates, Rafi, Feiger, and Shlomo Beitner, and all my family throughout the country. Thanks for tuning in.
Here we go. Michael Amwev is one of these wrestlers, the MTA wrestler, super solid, but attacked by Cajun. Amwev hits him over, headlock, made him pay because Cajun was reaching a little bit on that shot. Scramble out of bounds. That's going to be 2-point takedown, 3-point near fall. Amwev of MTA, 5-point lead, just 50 seconds down.
Yeah. We're seeing some great wrestlers here. A great first move there. There's nothing better than to start off 20 seconds into the match being up 5-0.
Yeah. So Cajun, though, he was the one who came out attacking, but Amwev is just super solid from his feet. I know that from experience and hard to get in on, and he showed that there.
And Cajun's actually undefeated on the season, so it must be uncharted territory for him to be down 5-0 in the first. So I think that although it's a 5-point lead, this match is far from over.
Always, yeah, absolutely. Let's see what he can do. He's struggling, seems he's struggling a little bit on bottom. Amwev's got that tough ride, barring the arm. These MTA kids really excel at these rides. All the top teams do. And, Cajun looking to reach back for the roll, not there. Clamping down on that half, which Amwev is trying to drive on the left side. Nothing going just yet. So just a super solid ride here by Amwev. Might be looking to roll through for a tilt. He's got that arm trapped underneath. And they wrestle on the edge out of bounds.
When I was talking with the RTMA coaches about Cajun's wrestling style, they said that he's a surgeon when it comes to his moves. So he really needs to make sure he does smart from bottom with 45 seconds left. Got to get hand control. Got to get explosion, whether it's a sit out or a stand up, and do something because he's down 5-0. It's a very tough wrestler.
Again, Michael Amwev chops that arm off the whistle, looking possibly for that roll. Oh, barring the arm now on the left side. That's powerful. If he can get the half, he might be able to stack him. Let's see what he does with his right hand. He's got the wrist. This is a good spot for Amwev. He's got plenty of time to work here, and the ref wants to stop potentially dangerous.
Yeah,
interesting call there.
Amwev's another senior on MTA, team captain, and he sacrificed a lot for the sport. He's been through a lot throughout his years in Wittenberg. He's been in 5th and 3rd. 5th was a little disappointing for him last year, but to go out on top with a first place championship.
Absolutely, I know. I remember that well. But this is it. This is showing that he wants it this year. So far, he looks like he's in a spot. He's got a chance to win it. 9 seconds left. Cajun hasn't been able to do much underneath Amwev. Amwev's now got double arm bars. He's going to look for a stack. We saw this once earlier in our tournament, but there's only 2 seconds left, and it's a little bit too loose, it seems.
Yeah, now that we're done with the first period, Amwev's up 5-0. He looks confident. I mean, that was a very dominating performance by him so far. RTA won the toss, and they're choosing neutral because they didn't see a lot happening there from bottom. So it's very important for Cajun.
Cajun was the attacker.
Yeah.
So he's confident on his feet. There's no question about that. He thinks he can get to it, so let's see what happens here.
He was thrown before, so he has to be careful not to let that happen again.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a matter of getting in deep enough. You know, if you're not in deep enough on a strong wrestler like Amwev and your arm's a little bit out there, Amwev's just going to whip you over, which is what we just saw happen. But Cajun, a lot of motion from Cajun. I mean, these JEC guys, you know, they love level changes and great motion from them. Body lock position here. Amwev's struggling. Cajun's in the control here. Wow, beautiful takedown, Cajun. He locked around the body after a shot wasn't able to capitalize on the double. But he finishes with a body lock, 2-point takedown. Now it's 5-2, and we get a chance to see what Cajun can do on top.
Yeah, it's like we said before, the match is not over yet. Even though Amwev had a 5-0 lead before, Cajun's a great wrestler. He's got great technique, and he's able to do a takedown like that, and all of a sudden it's only 5-2, and he's on top. And I think in general that goes to show a lot about the RTMA program, because before they haven't always been the strongest performer in Wittenberg, but they have 2 guys in the finals. They're in 6th place overall. Maybe they'll be higher when everything ends, and really a lot of improvement from them and their coaches.
So here we go. Now these guys, I think, are a little more cautious, a little more respectful of their opponent's stand-up game, and we're going to see as they feel each other out, looking for an opening. More motion by Cajun as he's fast hands, shoots in, defended by Amwev, looking for a blast double now. Oh, scramble position. Cajun's got that whizzer, which is super strong. Nothing yet. Amwev's able to blast through, come out on top. He's looking back points. Cajun's in a world of trouble, trying to roll through. Amwev sinking back.
Trying to keep him inbounds, not let him get out, and try to finish the fall.
Plenty of time left in this period. Amwev in control, looking for the pin. Let's see if Cajun can fight off his back. Not enough. Not enough.
Amwev does it. 2 straight victories in the finals for MTA. Outstanding so far.
The MTA wrestling room, you get guys in there who just super focused.
Super dedicated.
They've always, every single year, had guys at the top just because of the coaching staff and the culture in that wrestling room, which just supports really hard workers and their strong work ethic.
And you love to see two seniors like that really wrestle their best, go for it all, and you got to hand it to them. That was a great match. And, even though our teammate wasn't able to come with a champion this year, they've still done very well. But we got another MTA wrestler coming up.
Yeah, we do.
Third in a row. Like I said, they had 4 guys in the finals this year. We have one. We talked about the brothers before. Another set of brothers are the Kurlancic brothers. The younger of the two, Yosef, who's a junior, never even placed before in Wittenberg, but this year he was able to grit out a tough semifinals match, 10-8, which came down to the last seconds, and he made it to the final. And he's going up against one of TABC's best wrestlers, David Mendelevich, who's a senior, who's came in second last year and fifth the year before that. So this should be an exciting match, Amichai.
Absolutely. I've also wrestled with Mendelevich in the MTA wrestling room. And that was really fun. He's a really talented wrestler, one of these super solid guys. My impression of him, and he also talked to me about this too, is just he never stops wrestling. Someone gets in on a shot, he keeps on scrambling, keeps on working, and gets the advantage in a lot of funky positions. Yeah. So he's going to, this should be an interesting match.
Right now we're doing the trophy ceremony for the 138 upset. Naftali Horowitz looks about as happy as a person could be, I would say. But you were just saying about Mendelevich. He actually is so devoted to the sport of wrestling, such a true lover of the game. He spent 5 weeks at the Ken Church Wrestling Camp. 5 weeks is a long time.
Yeah.
I've been wrestling camp for a week or maybe 2, but 5 weeks is a truly incredible amount of time, and that's why he's here right now. But he doesn't have an easy opponent. We've seen 2 straight MTA wrestlers huge score big wins, and let's see if we're going to have one more now with Mendelevich against Kurlancic.
And Kurlancic is a junior, Mendelevich a senior, and we know so far what MTA wrestlers can do when when they're ready for this match here. But he's Mendelevich should be fun to watch. A really fun wrestler.
Yeah, and again, we're starting into the bigger weight classes, 152, so you're going to see a little more power, a little more strength. The technique is definitely different than we saw with the high speed and quick finishes of the earlier weight classes.
Yeah, you'll see more working the head. I know that Mendelevich is good at that. I haven't seen Kurlancic wrestle as much, so I'm still waiting to see what he's going to bring as they wrestle on the edge. Kurlancic working that 2-on-1. Oh, trying to switch off to a double, not there. Some muscle showed by Mendelevich. Yeah. Trying to muscle him over. Again, still no change.
Good action so far. These guys are very evenly matched, it seems, in neutral. And so,
yeah,
a minute left in the first, and neither of them have really been able to come close to scoring so far.
Wrestling on the edge here. Kurlancic doing a good job controlling those wrists. Oh, opening up for an attack. Defended by Mendelevich. Trying to get a front headlock, spin behind, but they go out of bounds. That's smart wrestling there by Kurlancic on the edge, attacking like that on the edge.
Yeah, great job so far by both of them. Both circling around each other, pushing to the edge of the mat. Great stuff we're seeing.
Mendelevich good on that head, putting a lot of pressure, wearing out the neck muscles of Kurlancic that can weigh down on you over time over the course of a match. Yeah. No real commitment yet to a shot by Mendelevich. Yeah. You think he's still trying to feel out his opponent, but Kurlancic has shown some great attacks so far and has gotten really close.
Yeah, and again, TBC was in second coming into the finals round.
Oh, there he goes. Attack Mendelevich, able to sneak onto that knee, snatch it up. He's trying to come around the back, and he gets it. Nothing yet, though. He's got to bring it down to the mat, and they go out of bounds.
Yeah, and when you rest on the edge of the mat, if you try to go spin around him, you have to be careful that your opponent might just go out of bounds and end that. So you have to try to do your best to score.
Shot by Kurlancic, not deep enough. Mendelevich's front headlock. Let's see if he can capitalize. No, lets it go. He wants to wrestle from space. Shot again by Kurlancic, not enough on it.
And we're going to go into the second period, tied 0-0. Great match so far. I think that works a little bit to Kurlancic's advantage. I think he's a little bit of the underdog going against the more experienced senior of TABC. And he has choice. He's going down. He's hoping to score here and take a 1-0 lead.
We'll see if he's going to try to pick his shots a little bit better this period. Here we go, stand up by Kurlancic. Mendelevitz looking for a mat return, gets to the side. Big mat return by David Mendelevitz. He's got Kurlancic flattened out. Showing his strength there is Mendelevitz.
Yeah, and it's important to keep him down, and if he can break the beginning of them, it's the beginning of the second period. If you can try to break him down to his base, get him flat, then maybe even roll and get him on his back.
But Kurlancic doing a good job standing up. Mendelevitz with mat return, returns him. Looking for that half, a little bit dangerous to do when your guy's in the base like that, but it's paying off here. On the edge, he's got him over. Look, he's got back points and the fall, does Mendelevitz.
There you go.
Beautifully executed wrestling on top there.
Not so often you see a 0-0 match decided by a fall, but a great job there by Mendelevitz, ending off his career on a high note. That pin is very important for the team points for TABC. He's got to feel great after losing a tough one in the finals last year to go out on top and end things on the top of the podium. So now we're going to have the 145-pound award ceremony, which Michael Amuev won. And up next, we're going to have 160, traditionally one of the strongest weight classes in the tournament. David Haskell of DRS, Sammy Landesman of TABC. And I was talking with the coaches of DRS. I didn't realize this. They've never had a champion before.
Wow.
And so they really have high hopes that the senior Haskell will be able to finally pull it off. But he's got a tough bout against
And I think
Sammy Landesman.
I think he's also the only finalist
He is.
by DRS, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Haskell came in 4th last year. Landesman hasn't won. Placed before in Wittenberg. He's a junior, but he's another great TABC wrestler who's really looking to make his mark. And like I said, in the team standings, they need everything they can get. So you can be sure that every single SAR fan in the gym is rooting for Wildcat Green right now.
Absolutely. And that team race is really an exciting one this year.
I wish
TABC, the bigger of the two teams.
2 years in a row, TABC has won, but SAR looks like they're ready to finally win the championship for the first time.
And SAR is such a new team. What year is this? The 4th or 5th?
Only their 4th year. It's their senior year as a program.
Unbelievable. Haskell heavy on the head. He likes that tie up, it seems. Oh, wow. Landsman on the elbow. Tried to reach in for a shot. Nothing there. Haskell creating some space. Haskell working the wrists. Wrist fighting. Haskell and Landesman.
Great wrist fighting. It's one of my favorite parts of wrestling.
Oh, pulls, drag into a shot. Almost pulled Landsman right on top of him. Haskell's got that leg. Trying to prevent the takedown. Landsman looked like he was in control. They're scrambling, though. Nothing yet. Haskell might come on top now. Landesman trying to roll him over. Not enough on it. Haskell gets the 2-point takedown, and now got that arm trapped underneath. Might be looking ball and chain.
Tough hold there.
Yeah, he's close to it. He's got that arm. He could try to roll him.
After a bit of a wild scramble there, Haskell's done a great job of taking control of the match, taking control on top, and getting very close to a cradle.
Oh, cradle by Haskell. Landesman's in trouble. Able to extend, break that grip, fight out of it, but 2-point near fall for Haskell.
And he's looking to put him on his back again.
Oh, wow. Haskell showing
Aggressive
dominance here on top.
And Landesman's just got to weather the storm, regain his composure. He's down by 4, but he's got to do his best to not get put on his back again and get some points like he might do here.
Oh, reversal chance here by Landesman. He gets it. 2-point reversal. Makes the score 4-2.
Careful, it's dangerous.
Wow, some wild scrambling here. Landsman put himself in trouble. Sort of rolled Haskell on top of him. Haskell's got that quarter Nelson trying to crank it. He's back on top. This is where he's comfortable.
You got to be careful against great guys in the finals. You can't just roll them on your back any which way. You got to be very careful. If you go on your back, you have to make sure that you have complete control of them, and Landesman didn't there.
Yeah, Haskell looking for that crossface cradle. Landsman might have looked for that Peterson if he had more time.
But 6-2, and Haskell looking very strong so far. Again, he's the captain of the DRS team. And I actually talked to the coach. He said that it's that their area was hit very hard during Hurricane Sandy. And he said it was very difficult to get a lot of the guys to stay on the team. And Haskell actually almost left as a result of that. But he stuck it out. He became the captain, and he is a 6-2 lead after the first period and a chance to become DRS's first ever champion.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. Now see what Landsman can do on top. He's got a chance to return the favor. Landsman rolls him through. got that arm trapped on the right side. Not quite able. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Oh, full Nelson.
No,
the ref isn't calling it, though.
The ref didn't call. It was
We
very,
had
very close to a full
there,
Nelson.
but that's okay. Again, Landsman loves that roll. He's very close to finishing it. Man. Excuse me, Haskell loves that roll. Got the name reversed. Landsman's got to be careful not to get too high, but Haskell finally hits it. He's got Landsman in trouble. And mat wrestling is going to be the difference in this match, it seems.
Yeah, a lot of points here for Haskell. That he's able to get Landisman out and take him down and get him on his back. Dangerous position and call by the ref.
All right, good call there by the ref, protecting that arm of Landsman.
So DRS now has an 8-2 lead. Great job there on the 2-point. Didn't get back points in the end, but he did get the reversal. And TABC looks a little bit shaken up Landisman. I think he's all right. And so he's down by 6. And again, TABC needs the point, so he's going to do everything he can to try to score here. Waiting to figure things out. Another quick message from our fans. Raymond Steger says congrats to Joey Franks and a shout out to Mayhem Fuchs Nation out there. Reminder to all our viewers, like us on Facebook.com/MaxLive. Send us a message. We love to hear from our fans. We do this for you. We do this for all the wrestlers, and it's really been an outstanding Henry Wittenberg Invitational so far. I think that they're checking the score to see if there indeed was near fall points. So they might give them more, they might not. You never know with these type of things. But if what would you do if you were the TABC coach talking to Landisman right now?
I think Landisman has got to try to turn the tide of this match from standing. So, first thing is to get away underneath Haskell. He's had a little bit of trouble with that so far, and I think he should try to open up from his feet because he showed that he was able to hang with Haskell on his feet. And Haskell has shown some dominance riding on top so far.
Free move. It was a locked hands by Haskell.
Oh, so that's going to be a costly mistake for Haskell.
So they didn't give him the 2 points there for the near fall, but he gave 1 point back there with the locked hands. You can see from the way that Landisman sets up with his feet a little bit more directionally one way, he's going for the sit out. This time he is.
Yeah, he wants that switch. Looks like he's looking to switch, but Haskell's wise to it. Circling behind is Haskell. Landsman gets zips away. He's in a position to get the escape here. But Haskell in on the leg. He's got to free that leg. Landsman does if he wants to get the escape. Haskell's very powerful. Finishes a double leg. No change, but back points potentially. The ref holding 2.
And you got to be careful to not hold on too long in those situations.
Absolutely. Probably would have been better if Landsman bellied out there.
You got to know when to bail out so you don't get put on your back. Like, it's another 2 points, and now he finds himself down 9 against Haskell, who's looking very strong, the senior captain of DRS, with 30 seconds left in the second period, riding on top.
You also don't want to get anxious because there's a whole nother period of wrestling. So Landsman's still trying to turn in, free himself from this ride of Haskell. Haskell's able to come across the leg, far knee, far ankle, breaking back down to his stomach. Landsman having trouble getting away. He's got 9 seconds left in this period. Haskell looks like looking for that cradle again. He's had success with that.
Yeah, we're about to enter the third period. It's very important that, again, he's down 9. He's got to do something big here.
Ref says no change, and a sigh of audible groan of disappointment from TABC as he got that turn in right on the edge.
So it looks as though Haskell's a little bit tired, but like I said again, he understands the gravity of the moment. He's 2 minutes away. He's up by 9. He's taking down, so he has to make sure he can't be too confident. Because even though he's up 9, this is going to be put in his back, and the match could be over. Got to get quick escape here and wrestle his hardest these last 2 minutes of his wrestling career.
Absolutely, and these kind of matches that are all top-bottom wrestling, they can go either way. One roll out of nowhere, you don't need a lot of time, and you can put a wrestler on his back and finish the match off.
Deep half there by Landisman. Trying to work him over.
Landsman trying to work him over, and he's got a chance here to, if he could put, he's working for the pin because that's
got a cradle.
Pretty much what he needs at this point. A minute 30 left, down by 9. And he's looking for that cradle. He might have it locked up. This could get interesting.
Haskell's got to break that. He does. Smart wrestling by him.
Haskell gets away from that. Landsman going to continue working on top. Haskell looking for that roll, which he's so good at.
Haskell's got to move though. He's lying flat in his stomach for another minute. He's in dangerous position. He's got to get up to his base.
Finally, the ref calls that full Nelson.
Yeah. He came close to before, looked like he had it, you said. At that point, the ref did catch it. So now it's a 10-point match. Not the biggest difference at this point, 10.9 points. Landisman still has got to do his best to get Haskell on his back somehow and get a pin. There's only a minute 11 left in the match.
Yeah, I mean, I would have maybe expected him at the beginning of the period to just cut him and go for big moves from standing. But that's not what he wants to do. He wants to ride here. He wants to work for the pin, and we'll see if he can get it. He hasn't been too far from it. He's just got to wary of that full Nelson.
Almost got it again.
Because he's switching sides, side, half. Peterson roll here by Haskell. Not quite enough there to finish it.
And Haskell's not doing so much here. A little surprised the refs aren't warning him for stalling, but it looks like he might finally have a stand-up of some sort.
He keeps on going for that roll. He just tucks that elbow on one side and hips to that side, but not able to finish. Landsman, if he can get perpendicular, could put some serious pressure on Haskell. Full Nelson again.
It's an easy call for the ref to make.
I mean, that's what you got to be careful about when you're working side to side on those halves. It takes a little bit of practice and experience to.
And you could see the ref there was like, "Am I going to call him?" Because it was so close for so many times there, but he called it again. And now the next one was worth 2. That was like another 1 point for Nelson.
Yep.
But still, 25 seconds left. Landisman, like he said, to do all match because he's in such a big lead deficit, has got to put Haskell on his back.
So Haskell, quick stand up. Landsman breaks him back down nicely. He's got 20 seconds to work here, so it's really pin or nothing, it seems. But Haskell seems pretty tough on bottom, and he looks like he can get an escape, if not more. 2-point reversal Haskell. And that's going to put the match away. Just 3 seconds left. That's it.
A 13-point victory, very impressive. And DRS just had their first champion ever, David Haskell, the senior captain. A great match, very well fought. I don't think the score indicates how close it was at certain points. They were very well matched. So Haskell able to pull it off, and DRS is going to have, for the first time ever, a guy at the top of the podium. So you'll have to see that.
Absolutely. Congratulations to them.
Before we go to the award ceremony for 152, up next we're going to have the championship for 170. We're going to have Jakov Kurlansik versus Ariel Fremchuk. But David Mendelevich, as we said, won the 152 weight class, the senior going out on top against Josef Kurlansik. But now Kurlansik's brother, older brother, a returning finalist, Jakov, is going to be going MTA's 4th and final finalist. Actually, looks very similar to his brother. No one would blame you if you mixed them up. But he's got a tough matchup against Ariel Fremchuk from the Frisch school. Frisch only had 1 finalist this year. A little bit of controversy in the semifinal round about a different finalist for Frisch, but it is what it is, and I'm sure their coaches are happy to see at least one guy make it. Fremchuk is from the motherland of Russia, and so we all know about the great wrestling they have over there, and so he's gonna do his best against a returning finalist, and we'll see what Kurlansik's able to do. You might remember that slap pump up he does. I think we'll be seeing a lot of it, and we're off.
Here we go. Wrestling from the tie-up is Kurlansik and Fremchuk. Lots of aggressiveness of both these guys, pushing the pace of this match, working the ties. Fremchuk working those wrists. Looked like he was hunting for the 21 just a minute ago. Trying to pass that elbow, get underneath, nothing there. Pressuring on the head, attack by Kurlansik, not quite enough on it. Wrestling on the edge. Fremchuk presses him over, and the ref calls it out of bounds.
Good action so far. Again, we're already at 171, bigger guys, so let's see what they can do.
Yeah, Fremchuk putting the pressure on, making Kurlansik, putting him in danger. All right, nice double leg blast through does Fremchuk. He's on top now. He's got Kurlansik flattened out. Kurlansik building his base. Fremchuk working that half. Roll attempt here by Kurlansik. Fremchuk putting him in danger.
Only got 1. He didn't get enough points for the back points there.
Only 1 swipe.
Kurlansik able to fight that off there. And my recollections of last year's final match, he's a guy who's going to be fighting with you for 6 minutes. He's so well conditioned, and he's such a competitor that it doesn't matter if it's triple overtime like we saw in the Frank match. He's going to be going his hardest the entire time. So even if it's 2-1, you just let him up. You got to keep on going hard against him because he's never going to let up.
And that's great. I love to see that. I love that Frumchuk wants to wrestle from standing. He gives him the escape, gives up the point. Another double attempt by Frumchuk. He scored on this last time, and he's close to scoring again. He can come out the back door, and he just comes to the side, breaks Kurlancic down to a hip. Kurlancic wants to do some funk here. He's going to try to pass that leg. This is some craziness going on. Frumchuk's got to pop his head out, and he should be able to have his points. He's close, but Kurlancic holding on to that leg, making it interesting. Sit out Kurlancic, turns in, no takedown. Beautiful, beautiful chain wrestling there by Kurlancic. Now he's in on a shot. Frumchuk steps over. They're rolling around. Frumchuk comes out on top. He's got the takedown and the back points.
8 seconds left. Can Kurlancic fight it off?
Kurlancic's in trouble. Looks like he's going to survive this period. Down by 6.
Yeah, that's a lot of points there against him right now. But at the same time, I kept on seeing it seemed like it was very close moves. Obviously, he's fallen on the harder side against some of them, letting Frumchuk score against him. But you've seen him do a lot of good defenses. A lot of times it looks like Frumchuk's about to score, and then he's able to fight it off. But Frumchuk is all because he keeps on being smart, knows exactly where he is, and so he's up by 6, and he's going to keep on attacking and hoping to extend his already 6-point lead.
Yeah, it looks like Frumchuk's going to push the pace here, pressing forward, head-to-head these two guys are. Kurlancic trying to control the wrists, pulling on the head is Kurlancic, trying to snap him down. That's nice, that's good. Those snaps are pretty powerful. If he can get him underneath, he can get a front headlock, or maybe as Frumchuk pops up, shoot a shot. Overhook by Frumchuk, wrestling on the edge. Those MTA guys are very smart about wrestling on the edge. Coach Carlos teaches that. Underhook on the left side by Frumchuk, circling. Attack by Frumchuk on the double leg. Wrestling on the edge is Kurlancic. Circling here, nothing yet. Kurlancic, if he can break that grip there, get his legs free, he might be in a position to score. He's close to getting behind. He's close. He's close. He's got that ankle of Frumchuk trying to turn the corner. Frumchuk holding on to that leg. Oh, he's going to get it. Kurlancic gets it. 2-point takedown.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered there, Ami. I thought he needed those points. Now he's only down 4, and a senior, he's small than Jefferson. He's very good from top. So let's see if he can try to turn Frumchuk over and maybe make it an even closer match than it already is.
Half Nelson, Kurlancic, he's got a sprint here. 30 seconds left in this period. He's got to make something happen so he can lower the gap by the 3rd period.
And a caution for stalling there on Frisch in the 2nd period. You don't want to get that so early on. The MTA coaches are right next to Kurlancic, trying to tell him to get him over on his back somehow. They're giving him different directions for different moves, and he's down by 4, so he still is in a bit of a hole here.
It looks
with
to
10
me
seconds
like
left in the second.
Frumchuk is feeling the fatigue in this match.
The refs might call another stung on before the period is over. He's really not doing much right now.
That's dangerous. The early time to get a stall warning. Kurlancic working hard on top, not able to turn Frumchuk. But let's see how Frumchuk is able to show up in the 3rd period.
He chooses down. If he gets up here, then it's only a 3-point match. If he reverses, it's only a 2-point match. So we're far from over here, Amichai. Even though Frumchuk opened up with a big 7-1 lead, Kurlancic, definitely a returning finalist, a senior in maybe his last period of wrestling, is really going to give it his all here.
Here we go. Looking switch is Kurlancic. Frumchuk's got that arm bar. Again, turning out Kurlancic, trying to get zips away. Going one way, down the other. Gets the escape. Beautiful job by Kurlancic. Now he's in on a leg. Conditioning is going to come into play here in this last period. Wrestling on the edge. Frumchuk stepped over. He did this earlier in the match. Put Kurlancic in danger. Scramble position. Frumchuk comes out on top, showing great hips and great balance. Out of bounds.
And just when it looked like Kurlancic had all the momentum, he just got this hip and he had a great shot. Frumchuk able to hold on there, have a great defense, a great sprawl, and put Kurlancic on his back. So now it's 9-4 again, another 5-point lead, and Kurlancic again on bottom. He's got to again escape, again explode, and again do another big move because he's down by 5.
Here we go. Kurlansik has had success on bottom so far with the switches, but Frumchuk barring up that arm with the other arm, with the arm trapped underneath. He could tilt Kurlansik. Kurlansik turning out, sitting out, turning in. He's got the arm, he can roll him through. He's close, he got the reversal. That's 2 points for Kurlansik.
Okay, so now he's down by 3. A minute 11 left. The coach has to decide, are they going to try to wait for him to put him on his back and tie the match up or even win? Or are they going to let him up and try doing a couple of takedowns, see if he can tie it?
Plenty of time. Kurlansik's got a choice. He's either got to turn him like you said or let him up.
Also, it's important to note that Frumchuk has a stall warning against him. If he doesn't do anything here, then the refs might call it against him.
Yeah, I would say, he's got about 10 seconds to make something happen, or he's got to cut him loose. And that would be when I would say cut him loose.
So there's
another stall warning.
So
that's a point.
Now it's a 2-point match, and he's got to do something because again, there's 37 seconds left. So another stalling call would make it an even closer match.
Unbelievable.
Kurlansik's able to get him on his back to be able to take the lead here.
30 seconds, a lot of time. Roll through by Frumchuk. Kurlansik managed to stay on top. He wants to wrestle from top. That's what he decides. So he's got short time to make something happen.
20 seconds left, up by 2. He's got to do something here. 15 seconds left. Kurlansik's got to do anything to get him on his back. Another stalling call, 1-point match, but he's still up by 1. Still nothing. The refs might call one more stalling before the match is over, will they? No.
Frumchuk survives a close match against Kurlansik.
Despite 2 stalling calls there, he's still able to win by 1 because of the back points he had earlier on. Disappointing for Kurlansik to lose by 1. It's nice to see, obviously, like we said, Frisch had a big disappointment not getting Goldberg to the finals after that semifinals match. But it's good to see that at least one of their guys wins there with Frumchuk taking it home. I was told by the coaches to talk in Russian when he was on the mat, but I don't know any Russian.
All right.
So, with that being said, things are wrapping up here.
Yep.
Too quickly on Mikhail.
Getting to the heavier weights.
We have right now the awards ceremony for the 160 weight class, where David Haskell was victorious over Sammy Landesman. Rachel Shandeloff and Josh Zwelling give a shout out to Hillel Schoenfeld, who's listening in and eagerly awaiting the match of Jacob, who's going to be at 195 after this. But in the 182 match, we're going to have Greg Alexandrovsky, like I said, my Russian isn't so good, versus Menashe Shershaw. A really fascinating matchup here. Greg Alexandrovsky, his father, we said great Russian wrestling. His dad actually wrestled for the USSR. And we all know, it's no secret how great and proud the wrestling tradition is in that country. However, even though he's a senior, it's only his first year wrestling for Nuju. He's going against Menashe Shershaw, who's also a senior, and had a very memorable senior finals match last year against the most outstanding wrestler, or one of the best wrestlers in the tournament, Jake Gordon. He was almost able to pull off the upset, and he's got a tough match here.
Wow, Shershaw, powerful move. The ref doesn't like it. 1 point because of a potentially dangerous mat return there.
He called a slam there. But even though he gave it the point there, that sends a message to the other guy. It looks like he's okay, but Shershaw's definitely going to be on the attack. Like I said, he's one of the best wrestlers I've seen in the tournament. And
again,
there he is.
Snatching that leg. Wow, Shershaw's really coming out of the gate firing. Lots of great motion. Wow, loves that snatch. Loves that reach knee tap. Now he's on top lock. Got a
quick cradle.
Nothing yet.
He's powerful and he's fast. You see that right away. He gets his moves quickly and he's very strong, and they're hard to defend.
I think Alexandrovsky might be a little bit surprised by the speed at which this match has taken off at. I don't know if he was quite ready for those 2 quick attacks by Shershaw. No respect there.
Yeah, and I was talking to the coach at Kushner. He said that as a freshman, Shershaw was tripping over his feet, and now he's the captain of the team, has the best record, and they lost the other match with Kessler, so they'd really love to see him go out and win a championship as a senior.
Absolutely. Shershaw's going to throw in a boot. He's been riding tough so far, Alexandrovsky. Been showing some good motion, but not enough to get away.
Shershaw's got great hand control on that foul wrist, and as a result of that, it's going to be very difficult for Alexandrovsky to be able to get up and score any points with such a dominating wrestler like Shershaw riding him on top.
Yeah, and I would say that Shershaw just looks super confident here. He doesn't even look like he's exerting himself so much. He just is really smart, strong wrestler, and he's got Alexandrovsky in a whole world of trouble right now as he sticks his hips back, trying to get chest on chest. He's got back points, and he readjusts into a stronger hold. This has been all Scherschau's match. He's looking to end it. He's got plenty of time left in this first period.
Alexandrovsky doing a good job of fighting it, but it's going to be tough here. He's very close to his back, almost to the edge of the match. Scherschau's trying to keep him in.
That's it.
And he does.
That's it. Congratulations to Menashe Scherschau and the Kushner team.
Gets the championship. That's big for Kushner. Might be able to propel him into the top 4. It's nice to see the senior go out with the victory there. Like I said, a returning finalist and really clearly the better wrestler in that match. Got to hand to Alexandrovsky as a senior and only 1 year of wrestling to even make it this far. Unbelievable. But Scherschau, what a guy. His coach, you can see, the coach said that this tournament would be a huge success if Scherschau won. And that's what happened. And now we're up to the last 3 matches of the tournament. We're going to see a return of the SAR Sting. Before that, we're going to have the championship award ceremony for 170, where Froimchuk beat Kurlansik. Got an exciting bout up here at 195. You have Jacob Zwelling, who's a potential Hall of Famer if he wins this match. A senior from Ida Crown, came in second to last year's. Really faced some tough competition from other wrestlers. But he's going against a good sophomore from SAR, Kenny Bernstein. Ida Crown had one wrestler in the finals so far, Kiva Goldberger, who lost. And you know, Zwelling is the leader of the team, the captain, the best wrestler. And I was talking to Coach Klein, my old coach, and he said if Zwelling wins, this will be a good run in our tournament for us because he's really been the best. He's been the leader of the team for really the last 2 years. Accomplished all that's missing from his accomplished wrestling resume is a Wittenberg title. And let's see if he can pull it off here, Amichai. At the same time, Kenny is no slouch either. He's only a sophomore, but he's done a lot of good stuff. Ronnie simply had a lot of great things to say about him, so let's see what happens.
Bernstein's got a little bit of height advantage in this match. See how that plays into it. Heavy hands by Bernstein, trying to pull down on that head and neck of Zwellig. Zwellig looking to an attack. He drops his knee in an attack there, but nothing going. Not able to get underneath on that leg of Bernstein.
Don't let the heavier weight class here fool you. These are both very technical wrestlers, Zwelling especially. So they like to take good shots, and let's see what they're not just.
Oh, beautiful shot by Zwellig. Unbelievable, headgear and all. And he gets a takedown. Nice attack. That was a high crotch. Looked like he dumped him over.
Yeah, a great shot there, a great head position. So even with the headgear down like that, he's still wrestling tough. And in his earlier finals matches, Zwelling was taken down very quickly, and he was putting his back pretty quickly in those matches. So it's huge for him to come out and get that first takedown. It's also very important to keep Bernstein down, but to send the message that he's a senior upperclassman and he wants it. He wants it bad.
Absolutely, and like you said, I mean, you saw right there the speed on these guys and the technique on these guys. Very impressive. So Bernstein might have looked for switch. Zwellig very intelligently just hops over those hips, so neutralizing that position. And now Bernstein is flattened out. Zwellig's got that arm trapped underneath and has a half now on the right-hand side, which is a very powerful position, but Bernstein able to get us away up to his feet, 2-1. 50 seconds left in this period.
Yeah, it was a half on base, so Bernstein's able to get the escape, but we're only halfway through the period, so let's see if Zwelling or Bernstein get a takedown here to change the dynamic.
Another attack by Zwellig. He's feeling confident from his feet. Nice front headlock by Bernstein, though.
Zwelling's climbing up the arm. It's a classic Ida Crown move. Let's see what he's going to try to do with it.
Oh, Bernstein on that leg now. He's able to capitalize. Nothing yet. This is scramble position. So you can get height. Oh!
Excellent sprawl by Zwelling. That shows he's a senior wrestler. He's able to sprawl out, put all his weight on him. He was not able to get the 2 points, but good job flattening him out, and he's getting close to it here.
Wow, very close. You see,
and there it is.
Really smart wrestling.
And now he's got him on his back.
Great balance by Zwellig. Able to flat Bernstein out.
And get 2 back points there. It's a 5-point lead for Zwelling. It's exactly, you couldn't have asked for a better first period. You're seeing he's doing great so far, like I said. Potential Hall of Famer if he wins this match. 2 great takedowns. Good job from neutral being able to, he looked like Bernstein might have had his leg at one point, but he was able to get a great sprawl, flatten him out, not only just get around him, but also able to put him on his back. As long as we have a little bit of break here, Amichai, I want to I want to congratulate you. I know that this year you had a big accomplishment. You became the coach of Westchester High School. The first year with a wrestling program. Even had one of the wrestlers make it today. So it's very, very nice to see that not only are you doing Max Live with us, but you're also were able to coach and help bring another school into the yeshiva wrestling world. So thank you. Good job.
Thank you very much.
A reminder to all our fans to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxLive. You only have 2 more matches after this, so if you want a shout out, you better send it to us soon. Ida Crown shows bottom. Let's see if Zwelling can extend his already 5-point lead.
Yeah, Zwelling looks very comfortable in this match so far. He's showing that he's got great hips, great balance. Not really getting caught in those scramble positions, just able to just sort of the instinct and what comes with the balance that comes with experience to stay out of danger and to come out on top.
Yeah.
But Burstein putting on a ride so far. Zwelling's going to try to come up to his feet here, get his hips away. He's close, but not enough. Burstein has that arm.
It's important against Burstein, who looks like he has a little bit of a size advantage on Zwelling, to be smart, not get put in your back, not get put in dangerous position. So not only are you trying to escape, but also be smart with where you are.
Burstein gets to his feet, turns in, gets away. There we go, extending his lead. And we get back to work on our feet, where Zwelling has looked so strong so far in this match.
Yeah, a great wrestler, and he's got a commanding 7-1 Nitzer, but again, in the heavies here, people do throws all the time, so he's got to be careful.
Shot by Burstein, double leg, he blasts through. Zwelling maybe showing a little bit of fatigue there. Burstein now on top. Let's see what he can do. He's got to get to work.
7-3, so it's only a 4-point lead now. He's got a good 3/4 Nelson. Zwelling's got to try to get out of it.
Oh, Burstein, Zwelling just shakes it off.
There you go.
Back up.
So now it's 8-3, a 5-point lead for Zwelling, and they're back in neutral.
Both these guys a little bit more cautious maybe. Feeling, knowing, respecting the other opponent, other wrestlers' attacks.
But too much caution doesn't help either side. Both of them have to stay aggressive with 32 seconds left in the second.
Shot by Zwelling, excuse me. He's extended here. Zwelling, Burstein trying to sprawl, get his hips back. Zwelling's actually locking. Burstein's locking through the crotch.
Zwelling's holding onto those legs very tightly.
Burstein's trapped underneath, and the ref calls a stalemate, which is a good call after a few seconds of no action.
15 seconds left in the period. Let's see if either of these guys will be able to score some more points. Zwelling was a little confused. Thought it was neutral. It was actually thought it was bottom. It's actually still neutral.
And here we go. These guys maybe looking a little bit tired. Oh, shot by Burstein. Zwelling showing a good sprawl.
8 seconds left. Can he defend it?
Oh, it's Burstein on that leg. He's looking to finish. He's got to use a lot of power
left.
here.
Zwelling might be able to get around though.
Yeah, Zwelling trying to break that.
No points.
No points.
This is actually both these guys. They've only wrestled. Zwelling's only wrestled 2 matches in the tournament so far, because again, it's a relatively smaller weight class, and the same thing. Zwelling's only wrestled 1 match. It's the second match, and it's only the 3rd one for Burstein. So, but it all comes down to this.
Absolutely.
SAR chose top. Interesting choice there. Maybe because Zwelling looks a little tired, but hopefully he'll be able. But hopefully, both sides will see what occurs.
Yeah, he's thinking he needs a turn here because he has not had much success from standing against such a good wrestler as Burstein is. Burstein got up to his feet, gets his whips away. That's the escape. 2-point reversal, actually. No escape there.
Yeah. And that's why I thought it was an interesting call to go from top, because Zwelling's already had a lot of success against Burstein in that position. Trying to get some back points here.
Reversal Burstein. Zwelling got too high. He's putting him in trouble. But Zwelling doing a good job getting to his stomach right away, staying out of danger.
So that was a big move for Burstein. Now it's a 10-7 match. Zwelling was able to get out. He was able to fight. But this one looked like he might be on his back. So now there's a minute left in the match. A little bit of blood on the mat. So they're going to deal with that. But that was a big, big move by Burstein. He was down by 8, but he was able to get a 4-point move. So now he was down by 7. He's able to get a 4-point move. It's only down by 3 now. So with a minute left.
It's anybody's match at this point.
It's anybody's match. Zwelling's going to be on bottom. and he's got to make sure that you're seeing that he's been able. It's interesting because Zwelling's been able to get a lot of good moves from bottom. He's able to get a lot of escapes, some reversals, but we also just saw that Burstein is also very strong. He's a little bit bigger. He's able to get him on his back. So Zwelling's got to be extremely careful in not getting put in his back because he is up by 3, and do his utmost to get out and extend the lead to 4 or even 5 if he's able to get around him.
Absolutely, and I wonder if this blood time is giving a little bit of an advantage now to Burstein, who was looking a little bit less fatigued in this third period, and Zwelling now has a chance to catch his breath.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Obviously, both these wrestlers are tired, and both these wrestlers are hungry and want this win here.
We're seeing Zwelling's parents both flew in from Chicago. And interesting, SAR gave him the escape going from neutral, so now it's 11-7, and Zwelling's got to be smart in his feet here with 1:15 left.
I like that choice. I mean, Burstein to win has got to get a takedown and some back points, which is what he's reaching for now. He's got that, Zwelling showing great hips.
No points yet.
Burstein flattened out. He's the score, and he gets it, extending his lead in this match. Burstein's in trouble now. He's got to get to work and get that escape.
You heard Captain Bill Porter of the Itercron team telling him to crossface hard, even though Burstein was able to get a deep shot in there because Zwelling had such a good crossface and a good sprawl. He was able to get out of it, but dangerous here.
Yeah, there's certain wrestlers, that just have the balance.
But back points for Zwelling to give him a little more of a cushion. Now he's up 8 with 30 seconds left in the match, and looking like he's gonna potentially maybe win it with a 15-7 lead here.
That'd be a major decision. Oh!
He's on his back. He's got Burstein on his back.
Oh, he gets the pin.
And he gets the pin. He gets the pin. And that's huge for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's huge because Zwelling just became a champion. It's huge because now he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. It's huge because Itercron gets their first champion and only champion this year. But it's also huge because Kushner had a pin in the finals and they had one winner. Because Itercron did as well, it's going to keep them ahead of them in the team standings. So you got to feel great for Zwelling, a senior who's lost twice in the finals before, to come out, to win, to get that big championship. Big win for him, big win for Itercron, big win for Camp Moshevov, Wild Rose, Wisconsin, which his dad is the director of. And now we're going to go to the award ceremony for 182, where Shershauer beat Alexandrovsky. Amichai, we only have 2 matches left thereafter. We have the 2 heavies. We have a back-to-back series of SAR TABC, which are still relevant to the team points. It's the most common matchup in the finals. Yeah, we have Xander Haberman, who's won first last year, made it to the Hall of Fame by making it to the finals for the 3rd year. He's a senior, and he's going against a freshman, Zevi Ben Nun. So it should be a good match. Actually, it was funny. I was talking to the coaches of SAR, and they said that when he came to SAR, he wasn't a wrestler originally. Alexander Haberman's nickname was Ali, and Coach Ronnie said, that doesn't work for wrestling. He said, your nickname's going to be Xander. And they joke with him, is it going to be Ali that shows up or Xander that shows up? And they said it better be Xander that shows up today and wins his 2nd Wittenberg title.
Yeah, well, we saw him wrestle last year, and when Xander shows up, you better watch out.
He's a force to be reckoned with. But
absolutely.
But it's, at the same time, it's also, Ben Nun's only a freshman, but he's done a lot. His coaches say he's strong as an ox. So, and in this weight class, you can't underestimate anybody.
That's true, absolutely true. And I've watched V wrestle in this tournament, and one of the things I noticed about him is he got great technique, he's good from his feet, and he also looks like he's having fun out there. He'll be smiling in a match no matter how hard the match is, and he's fun to watch. So hopefully we'll have a good match on our hands.
Have call time for a second. Thankfully, we've had a very smooth day in general in terms of the clock. So hopefully it stays that way for the last 2 matches of Wittenberg 20 before things sadly wrap up to a close. As you're seeing, the fan bases of both TBC and SAR line up on opposite sides of the mat, including the SARB, who was here before. I think he's here somewhere. And let's see what happens in these last 2 matches. SAR needs the wins and TBC needs the wins. They're trying to figure out the weight class and the scoreboard. We apologize to our fans for the inconvenience. If you want a shout out, you better message us quickly. We only have 2 matches left. Please like us on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxLive. And stay tuned after all the wrestling is finished for the award ceremony and the announcement of the winners. A quick shot, takedown by Haberman. And he's already got Ben Nun on his back.
With authority. He's got Ben Nun on his back. There's no hesitation. He'll take the fall. Good for him.
14-second fall. I mean, it's a senior versus a freshman, a great wrestler, a Hall of Famer. It's hard to be put in that position. Xander shows why he's a really dominating wrestler and is deserving of the Hall of Fame and deserving for the second straight year the 220 championship. So congratulations to Xander. And now we're going to have the award ceremony for 195 for where Jacob Zwelling was able to win against Kenny Burstein. And then we have our last match of the day, which is going to be two juniors, again TABC SAR. It's going to be Natano LaRusi of TABC versus Danny Alexander. So because of the quick nature of that 220 match, I think that there's a little bit of a delay in the 195 match. You know, you win your finals match. I remember when I won mine, I was so happy. I was celebrating my family, and I had a whole 6 minutes to get ready to get up to the trophy table. So if the next guy wins at 14 seconds, it's not exactly easy to get your warm-up on to be able to get the trophy.
Right.
You can't really clean up so well, and you want to look nice for the pictures that your family's going to put on your fridge. But that's the story.
Yeah, such impressive performances by these two teams throughout this whole tournament. Curious to see who's going to come out on top between TABC and SAR. It looks like it's just going to be between those two teams.
So here we go, last match at Wittenberg. Xander versus Arusi.
Arusi looking a little bit bigger and taller, although I could be wrong about that.
Ooh, grabbing the headgear there.
Xander grabbing the headgear. I don't think the ref's going to like that.
Yep.
That's a technical violation right there.
He's going to give him the point. You can't do that. Also, Arusi came in 3rd and 4th the last 2 years, and who were his drill partners before that? David Greenfeld and Metzger. So two champions right there.
Very
big
serious
guys.
workout partners.
When you go against guys like that, you know that you're going to be very well trained, and you're going to be ready for any type of competition. So now, with those big guys out of the way, it's time for him to take his turn to the spotlight, and he wants to win his first Wittenberg title.
Yeah, and as the weights change, the style of wrestling gets a little bit different, but it's so great to see these two guys coming out here to do battle. Really looking hard, pressing hard, trying to get that head of their opponent. No attacks yet by either wrestler, but some serious headbanging going on.
And you never know when in a match like this, it looks like it's going slow, then all of a sudden, boom, a big throw. Someone's on their back. So don't get fooled to think that this is a slow match, because anything can happen at any moment.
Arusi pushes Alexander away. We're controlling the center of the mat. Alexander looking to press forward a little bit. Arusi controlling the tie-up. Inside tie, pressuring on the head of Alexander. Alexander trying to create some space, get his head out from underneath Arusi. Arusi front headlock. Arusi trying to sprawl out, bring Alexander down to his knees. He's close to it, he got him on his knees. He can spin behind here and score.
He does.
And he does, that's 2 points, Arusi.
And he's got him on his back.
Straight into.
Tough to get out of that.
And that's it.
And with that, we have the
Impressive
conclusion
performance
of Wittenberg 20, a pin of
Wittenberg number 20.
Natano LaRusi against Danny Alexander. Wow, what a finals round, I mean.
What a finals round. That was the best we've ever seen.
That was really something. We're about to have the award ceremonies for a bunch of different weight classes. I think it's important to note to our viewers that at this point it's unclear to us, because of the close nature of everything, who's going to come out on top. It's going to be either SAR or TABC. We're going to have to wait until everything is announced. So stay tuned. It's going to be very exciting to hear the announcements. We're going to go to a quick commercial break after the 190 because there's going to be some balloting by the coaches for most outstanding wrestler and dominator. Max I will be with you for the coverage of all these events, but before we go to commercial, we're going to have the award ceremony for the 195-pound weight class. Jacob Zwelling at the top of the podium after being in second the last 2 years. So I'm excited to see how things shake out in the end. Who's going to ultimately come out on top, what are going to be the final standings, and who gets the awards. As Coach Yoni Sunshine walks in front of us to hand in his ballot.
I actually have to hand in my ballot.
And Coach Amichai Levy is going to go hand in his ballot. So I didn't sneak take a look at it, but in the meantime, I'm going to be with our viewers just to recap. We had a very, very exciting finals round. A lot of really incredible matches, especially in the middleweights. Maybe the biggest one of all was the triple overtime victory by Joey Frank against winner of SAR. Been a really memorable tournament. I think in large part also because of the close nature of things. It's one of the closest tournaments in recent memory. You saw the last few years, Ida Crown dominated or TABC dominated, but it's been a while since we had a very close tournament. I think this one's going to come down to all those big matches in the finals. So let's see who comes out on top. And there's Jacob Swelling, a Hall of Famer now. His whole family came in to watch him. And it's nice to see Ida Crown still rebuilding with the young team to get at least one champion up there. So before we go to a commercial break, we're going to have another quick award ceremony of the 220-pound weight class won by Xander Haberman. We thank all our viewers. You've been so incredible, so amazing. It's an honor every year for us to broadcast the Henry Wittenberg Invitational for the 3rd straight year. Amichai, I think it's been one of our most successful broadcasts yet. It's also, life's full of special moments, and I love it every year being able to wrestle in Wittenberg, but I also love being able to do this every year with you, and I don't know how many more opportunities we're going to get, so I want to thank you before everything gets all hectic with the final announcements for being here with me and announcing the finals these 3 years in a row of really great yeshiva wrestling.
Absolutely. And it's now as a coach and always as a fan of the sport and formerly as a wrestler, you get to see such a fascinating and exciting experience for these guys. Really get to test themselves in the most challenging way. Really, the hardest thing you could do as a high school student that I could think of in this grueling 3-day tournament. So it's always a pleasure and exciting to be here, especially working with you in the broadcast business.
And whether it's the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat, you saw a lot of great wrestling here. And so I think Wittenberg 20 is going to be a great tournament that everyone's going to be remembering for a long time until we get Wittenberg 21 next year. We have the 285 ceremony where TABC was able to win a big victory there with Arusi coming out on top. And after this, we're going to go to a quick commercial break while the ballots are calculated and we have the final scores. So thank you all our viewers, and we are going to head to a commercial break in a moment.
Academy.
Hop up there. Pictures. What?
In third place, with 180.5 points, from New York, New York, Marcia Stern, Talmudical Academy. Okay. In second place, with 247 points, from Teaneck, New Jersey, Torah Academy, Bergen County.
Coach just want to take a picture. Watch out.
And our new champions, with 262.5 points, from Riverdale, New York, Salanter Akiba Riverdale High School.
For the first time in Wittenberg history, SAR High School, the SAR Sting, have won the Henry Wittenberg Invitational, a program only in its senior year, the fourth year of the program, but the coaching staff and all the wrestlers, all the finalists, all the big moments, they really came from the start of the tournament and showed why they're so great, and it's nice to see they're able to come out for the first time with the Wittenberg title, as they chant SAR along with the B right there. TABC came in second, a close second, a good job by them staying near the top of the pack. They're winning it for the last 2 years. MTA in a resurgent year came in third with their 4 finalists. And finally, Ida Crown rounding out a very close top 4, just beating Kushner for the 4th place trophy with that crucial pin by Jacob Zwelling at the end of the match.
Okay.
Now that we've had the announcement of the top 4 teams, we're going to have the announcement of the Dominator Award and the Most Outstanding Wrestler Award, now named in memory of Jack Merkin.
two special awards. The first one is the Dominator Award. And that goes to a wrestler in the championships who had the most pins in the least amount of time. And this year, that person had 4 pins with a total of 10 minutes and 10 seconds from MTA at 145 pounds, Michael Amuev.
Second one from MTA.
Okay, could I have everybody's attention for just a moment? Everyone, please be quiet for just a moment. The next award is an award, that is a very special award because it's based on the judgment of our coaches. First, we give our coaches, a round of applause for all their hard work and everything they've done. But it's our coaches who decide this award, the Jack Merkin Most Outstanding Wrestler Award, based on votes. They watch the wrestlers throughout the course of events, and we have secret ballots. And this year, the person who won it really received many votes, well above the others. But I'm not the one who's going to announce the award and who actually gets the award this year.
I want everybody to be quiet. I'm wearing Jack Merkin's college jacket with his YU letter, which he always saved wherever we went, wherever we moved. I could leave all his clothes at home, but I had to bring his college jacket with his wrestling jacket with him. I was very happy and proud to watch the actual wrestling event take place. It was better than I thought, and if Jack had just taught me some of the holds, I know I could have succeeded in life. But he was a great guy, and that's how he was always known, as a great guy. And I hope the most valuable, most outstanding player emulates some of the values that Jack had throughout his life. And I'm going to present the Jack Merkin Most Outstanding Wrestler Award to Naftali Horowitz.
Group photo, me and Naftali. Photo bomb.
So there you have it. The Dominator Award and Most Outstanding Wrestler Award goes to both the MTA champions. Michael Amuev wins the Dominator Award for 4 pins and just a tad over 10 minutes. And Naftali Horowitz, who scored the upset of the tournament against
coaches,
last year's Most Outstanding Wrestler.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody.
Kobe Kessler wins the Most Outstanding Wrestler Award this year. Wittenberg 20 is now over, hard to believe. I just want to quickly do some thank yous. Thank you to Yossi Frankel for doing such a great job of production, and to Benny Stabin for doing production from afar in California. Thank you to Joseph Haston for doing an incredible job on the camera. Thank you to all of our broadcasters, to Ezra Kapitansky, Noah Frankel, to Michael Albert, and to Avi Steinberg and Amichai Levy. It's been an honor to announce this Tournament Forever run again. SAR Sting are the winners, and here on Max Live, we will see you again next year for Henry Wittenberg 21.